Hello, Stacy here, and it's 2022, meaning 10 years of nice bus. Ugh, nice bus. Crazy bus. And yes, I love that song that this high schooler made on Long Island about Pine Power Line and the nice bus problem. Mentioned like riding on an Orion 7 next gen. Mentioned Shame on Cuomo's lyrics. It's based off of Taylor Swift's song Trouble. Hopefully she's seeing things better, because Taylor Swift vision. But that's off topic. So, nice bus, we're getting the new Gilligs, we got the Excelsiors, including the hybrids. Not hybrids. Arctics. Sorry, I didn't mean that. And then we got some Orion 7 3rd gen at that same time. We got the new orange paint scheme for the better half of the 10 years, along with the blue paint scheme with some of the paratransit and short run buses and the articulated XN60s. And I'm happy that the Orion 7s are finally going. They're like one of my least favorite buses in history, other than the flexible Metros and 870s, along with the Gillig Phantoms. I mean, all three of those buses are disgusting. The older two, flexible Metros, 870s, and, well, at least the Metros and the Gillig Phantoms are good buses, but the 870s and the Orion 7s, both next gen and 3G, are just terrible. They're just unreliable. And then nice bus drivers not showing up for work. A lot of missing runs on nice bus. A lot of late buses, canceled breakdowns. This is a problem, but the one thing I do like about nice bus is more frequent runs on half of its routes. I mean, sure, there are routes that go every 30 minutes, like the N20, the N35, or N34. I'm not sure which one it is. I know I'm watching Pine Power Line videos from all over, so I'm not sure which one is still running. Because back then it was a different route when Pine Power Line was doing the Pine News updates, living in Westbury. And then, like, all these instances where last bus doesn't show, I think we need overnight bus service, like running at least hourly on all the routes. On some of the busier ones, every half hour. Like N4, N6, N40 and 41, N22, N24. Those routes in particular need half-hourly service overnight. And I've done the math. It's easy to operate more service when I do the math about service, and in addition to how much subsidies they get, but they choose not to run it even though they can afford it. So I've done math for my own business, which is the TTT bus, competing with Nice Bus. I don't get any subsidies on that, and I can run as many as I want. So, and they have the buses. They have all the buses to fill the runs, so they could run things very frequently, like rapid transit if they want. But they don't. And then all the cuts that have happened over the past 10 years is just ridiculous. It's shameful. We've seen Suffolk County Transit go downhill too, and then I was inspired by all of Andy's randomness's videos about Queens Village catching the illness of Nice Bus and its unreliability. I mean, thankfully he was on an Orion 7 OG. At least at that time, since there were still no RTSs, it wasn't running on those routes, those old RTS buses that I still like, but back then they were getting old. Way older than the Orion 7 OG hybrids. That are 2005 to 07. I mean, yeah, there's some 04 models, too. I'm not sure which years were on the Queens Village bus. But Nice Bus has been a complete disaster. And Long Island Bus wasn't too good beforehand. Pine Power Line made a lot of videos about it. There was this suspicious driver who just never shows up for anything. From 2011, his name was Cole. Pine Power Line complained about him on their original channel. But Long Island Bus would still be better than Nice Bus as a bus system. And here's the new year where things get interesting when I'm done providing hilly service to the hills of Westchester using the General Motors RTS buses from the 80s on the future 546 route in Westchester. That parallels the 40 in Westchester, but covers areas that the 40 doesn't cover. Eventually, Nice will be getting a competitor that will drive all their riders to the TTT bus, which is my system. That's one of the businesses I have, and that's why I call myself a white finance professional, like the people on the South Shore. Because of the business. Not Wall Street, though. I'm not Wall Street. But these future buses that are going to look a lot like the MTA buses, but with different colors. The 3 colors being like light green, light blue, and blue painted on the buses in a similar stripe scheme to the MTA before their paint scheme. It's also going to resemble something that I got an idea from Nice Bus. I know I'm going too off topic. I'll make another video about that later. But about the frequencies. However, Nice Bus is doing a good job with their frequencies, unlike the Westchester Beeline Bus. The Beeline Bus and their frequencies is just a wreck. The only place where you can get good buses is Mount Vernon, New Rochelle, Yonkers, and White Plains. The rest of the places, it's just a disaster. But Nice Bus does a good job with frequencies. That's at least a good thing, unlike Suffolk and Westchester. And New York City does the best job about that. So, in conclusion, even though Nice didn't implement a nice paint scheme, they're still just not nice. It's crazy bus. The way they cut service, they have missing runs, breakdowns, inexperienced drivers, and nobody wants to work for Nice. It's just out of hand. And that's gonna be it. Bye.